No nose, no age muscle. No age muscle. Put another way, you can maintain a healthy, active body at any age. It's not a terrible idea to Google athletes who are 100 years old because this is truly 100. And just watch them work. Amelia, my offsider, is a naturopath, and she married the only app she had on her phone, and we worked together for 5 years. The phone displayed a photo of 2 women, both of whom were 80 years old, one of whom was overweight and stooped with a walking stick, while the other was dressed in a crop top that resembled a sports bra and jogging pants. And her abdominal muscles, which were both 80 years old and ageless, were apparent. And knows, so you can be physically active and powerful from the age of 8 to 80. I believe that preparing for our latter years is essential, but unfortunately, many people do not do so. Endure wretched lives in their later years. Now that they understand the causes of this is especially important because your body naturally enters a fasting state as you age. Situation as you sleep, which suggests that your body may start to malfunction after going for extended hours without eating. Muscular tissue to get the nourishment it requires to work. If it lacks this completely normal process of storing enough protein is called catabolism. The reason our bodies don't heal as quickly as they used to is catabolism. This is because your body's capacity to acquire muscle is reduced beyond the age of 60. The mechanism that slows down muscle protein synthesis causes you to progressively lose more than you develop when your body breaks down muscle at night and you don't get enough rest. Sarcopenia, or age-related loss, is the ultimate result of this recurrent cycle. Lack physical bulk and strength, and it extends beyond just feeling less powerful. By the end of this movie, about 38 senior citizens will have been admitted to hospitals as a result of falls caused by muscular atrophy and the hidden deprivation of their entire generation's mobility, independence, and life quality due to this kind of muscle loss that usually passes unnoticed, which is why most people are shocked, even if after the age of 60, you may lose up to 33% of your muscular mass, even when you feel excellent. On the inside, you can still be walking or climbing stairs throughout the day. However, it's possible that your muscles are suddenly constricting and weakening. As an expert in natural health who concentrates on body-friendly solutions instead of opposing it, I'm providing 11 powerful remedies today that are not only affordable and easy to get, but also effective in addressing this problem. Pay close attention because the most powerful item on this list is number 1. In fact, it fared better than a number of pharmaceutical therapies in preserving muscular mass in elderly people. Per a recent scientific study, the most surprising element in the American Journal of Scientific Nutrition number 11 was that bone broth or meat was helpful even without exercise. In addition to being a warm, comforting food, beef gelatin and bone broth have been demonstrated in research to support muscle preservation, especially when taken immediately before bed. Your body needs type 1 and type 2 collagen to sustain healthy muscles, joints, and connective tissue. High-quality bone broth and gelatin are rich sources of tissue as you age. They are abundant in amino acids like proline and glycine, which is another factor, which are essential for reducing inflammation at night and healing muscular tissue, and improving sleep, all of which are essential for senior citizens to continue robust and flexible because most muscle repair really takes place throughout. Improved sleep quality has also been linked to sleep glycine in particular. Gelatin-based meals also have a unique protein composition that is actually rather simple to digest. A cup of bone broth or gelatin tea offers giving the body what it requires without making many people feel bloated or uncomfortable. Slow-cooked food is the preferred option for elderly people who struggle to eat substantial meals at night. Bone broth or unsweetened, grass-fed gelatin without sodium-added artificial flavors or MSG may cause more damage than good. Extra ingredients: simply mix a small cup of water with a spoonful of gelatin, or for maximum results, have 1 cup of bone broth or warm herbal tea before bed. For additional nutrients and anti-inflammatory effects, try 30 to 60 minutes before bed. We simply make it easier to grasp by adding a teaspoon of sea salt or turmeric. To put it simply, bone broth, meat and gelatin are a potent combination that also effectively protects muscles at night. Have a look at this following choice if you're searching for. Please comment if you would want something creamier, more satisfying, and just as powerful. Before we walk into the cottage, please fill out the form below with your age, where you are viewing from, and any questions you may have. The slowly digesting casein protein, which is found in cheese, ranks 10th. Rich in cottage cheese, It gives your muscles consistent fuel while you sleep for up to 8 hours. Because it keeps muscles from breaking down during the prolonged period of nighttime fasting when the body has no. For elderly, additional fuel arriving in casino is very important, roughly 13 g of high-quality protein, calcium, B vitamins, and the amino acid tryptophan, which promotes half a cup of cottage cheese can help you relax and sleep better. This combination makes it the ideal pre-bedtime snack that aids in waking up and promoting muscle repair. Feeling more energized, less rigid, and prepared to go in the cottage for senior citizens, cheese also encourages the production of muscular proteins. Therefore, eating meals high in quinriches is beneficial. For example, eating cottage cheese before bed boosted muscle-building activity each night by 31%. According to a study that was published in the British Journal of Nutrition, people who didn't eat, despite the fact that some people avoid dairy because they think it's hard to digest, because cottage cheese is low in fat, most seniors can handle it, especially when they eat little amounts of it. Consider using lactose to help with muscle upkeep, strength, and recuperation. 30 to 60 minutes before eating half a cup of plain low-fat cottage cheese, try adding a spoonful of chia seeds to your bread for extra texture, potassium, and fiber. If the taste appears too bland, add a dash of cinnamon or a few banana slices. You could drizzle some raw honey over top for a little sweetness, but proceed with caution. Steer clear of flavored or low-fat varieties that contain added sugars to prevent adding too much. And gums to maximize the benefits. Instead, opt for plain cottage cheese. That is made with minimal ingredients and is organic, preferably from grass-fed suppliers. But if you're looking, you'll like this next one for a high-protein, plant-based substitute that works just as well. It offers additional advantages for intestinal health. Tempeh is the 9th most important, more than simply a plant-based meat alternative, especially fermented soy protein, which is an excellent supply of minerals and full protein that improves muscle. Speaking of soy, if you wish to slow down muscle loss and encourage nighttime restoration, is a fantastic nighttime snack as opposed to people who are on a normal low-protein diet. Elderly people who consumed fermented soy protein on a regular basis showed increased muscle mass retention and protein metabolism, as well as easier tempeh. Its natural fermentation makes it easier to digest than other plant-based proteins, making it especially advantageous for senior citizens who may suffer from bloating or other digestive. Additionally, it contains a lot of probiotics, which are crucial for intestinal health, but often overlooked component of preserving muscle mass and absorbing. Poor nutrition in older people might be caused by an imbalance in their gut flora. Both chronic inflammation and absorption can accelerate the breakdown of muscle. Eating probiotic-rich foods like tempeh can assist your body in regaining homeostasis and enhance its ability to absorb vital nutrients like amino acids, calcium, and magnesium. Tempeh is also a good source of the 3 elements calcium, magnesium, and plant-based iron, vital for robust muscle contractions, joint stability, and energy production. According to a number of experts, they feel that combining probiotics with diets rich in nutrients may be one of the greatest ways to combat sarcopenia. Protein, the loss of muscle mass with aging, which I think is really nutrient-dense. Foods must be consumed in order for their benefits to be fully realized the right way. Stay away from deep-fried or overly processed tempeh that is loaded with sauce or other ingredients, and instead use only organic. Try consuming 3 to 4 ounces of sautéed or gently steamed tempeh for 1 to 2 hours. To see if it suits you for a balanced plate that provides support before bed. Your mussels can be cubed, seasoned with turmeric and black pepper, or served with steamed veggies. Tuna is another excellent food for keeping muscle. Hard-boiled eggs rank 8th, but more on that later. Olive oil. I'm sure everyone has heard about the benefits of eating eggs, especially for breakfast, but hard-boiled eggs may be among the most underutilized tools for seniors to preserve their muscle mass. Overnight full-quality protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Particularly as you age, development and strength can be present in trace amounts in 6 g of protein from eggs, and a range of elements such as selenium, choline, and vitamin B12 are present in just one. These nutrients, found in hard-boiled eggs, aid in the repair and function of muscles and neurons. More importantly, leucine is the necessary amino acid that starts the production of muscle protein. Eggs are one of the best natural sources of synthesis because they contain it. Is essential for elderly people because as they age, their bodies lose the capacity to build muscle. Recent research has revealed that while some people are worried about their cholesterol, the majority of people's blood cholesterol levels. The dietary cholesterol in eggs does not negatively impact levels. If you want to improve the overall quality of your diet, try consuming 1 or 2 to get the most out of hard-boiled eggs. Eat them 30 to 60 minutes before bed. They are easy to stomach, need minimal preparation, and are ideal for those who try number 7 can sardines if you don't feel very hungry in the evening. Add olive oil if you're looking for a meal that's both filling and convenient. With protein and good fats that maintain muscle, the powerful dietary the entire protein and omega-3 fatty acid mix in can sardines is vital for preserving muscle mass. The omega-3 fatty acids found in sardines, such as the cinnamon-cinnamaldehyde, helps reduce chronic inflammation, which this little fish is a major contributor to age-related muscle degeneration in older individuals. Has several more benefits for preserving muscle mass. To start, sardines are among the best sources of portable, high-quality protein for muscle growth. A single small can contains about 23 grams of full protein, making it a rapid and efficient method of giving your muscles the building blocks they need, especially when the body is naturally entering repair mode before bed. The olive oil that the sardines are wrapped in provides an extra benefit. Olive oil aids in sluggish digestion and offers steady, long-lasting energy all night long. Even while you're asleep, cinnamon helps to stabilize blood sugar levels. Amino acid release over time encourages further muscular development, and calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for robust health, are abundant in healing sardines. Along with protein and healthy fats, bones and strong muscles are essential. Moreover, they include B vitamins, iron, and selenium, all of which are vital for the deteriorating processes of energy production and cell repair. Sardines are a smart option for elderly people who wish to maintain their freedom and mobility as they age because they try eating half to 1 can of sardines to even support brain and heart health. Add olive oil an hour or so prior to bed in order to optimize the advantages and minimize the to enhance absorption and add richness. Mash them over seed crackers, eat them straight out of the tin, or squeeze in some lemons. Lemons that are packaged in water or soybean oil should be avoided. The sixth food is Greek. However, they don't offer the same advantages of delayed digestion. Nevertheless, cutting dairy out of your diet completely isn't the greatest way to keeping your muscles strong as you age. Can be achieved by eating the right kind of dairy. One of the best strategies to keep your body strong and mobile. Greek. One noteworthy example is yogurt, especially when taken just before bed. Greek yogurt has a lot of casein protein, which is a protein that breaks down gradually. It is ideal for resting at night because it gives your muscles consistent sustenance over the course of 6 to 8 hours. Greek yogurt thus aids in supplying the amino acids your body requires to grow and preserve muscle while it is undergoing restoration. Greek yogurt offers calcium and probiotics. In addition to protein, bone, muscle contractions, and B vitamins, calcium supports strength, magnesium encourages rest, and probiotics also support a healthy gut, which improves sleep, reduces inflammation and improves food absorption. 2 crucial elements of senior muscle. Energy is a problem for many elderly due to a sluggish metabolism production, which is another area where riboflavin and vitamin B12 may assist. Tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes rest, is even found in Greek yogurt, but make sure to get plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt instead, as opposed to flavor-infused varieties that are loaded with extra sugar and artificial ingredients. 4 best results. Drink half a cup to 1 cup 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Other high-protein nocturnal alternatives can be just as beneficial when paired with healthy fats for longer-lasting muscle support. Subsequently, beneficial tuna and olive oil appear because of this. Even while it might not seem like the most obvious midnight, it comes in at number 5. A potent combination of lean protein and good fat, snack tuna can after the age of 60. One of the diets with the highest potential to preserve muscle mass is tuna. Leucine, an essential amino acid that supports muscular growth, makes up the protein composition. Building is found in a small amount of full, high-quality protein that our bodies consume. As we age, our sensitivity to lower leucine levels decreases, hence, getting enough is essential to preventing muscle loss, especially at night. Although there are 2 advantages to packing, this is where things start to get interesting. Instead of using water, Tuna in olive oil contains the healthy monounsaturated fats prolong the period that amino acids stay in your body by slowing down digestion. Blood, which suggests that your muscles keep getting the nourishment they need at night. When the best way for the body to recover itself is to combine high-protein, omega-3 rich in a 2020 study, foods were analyzed before bed in older adults who, in contrast to those who ate low-fat foods, according to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, or nothing at all, resulted in a 34% rise in the production of muscle proteins. Not only that, but the fish in the olive oil group also showed decreased inflammatory markers, higher vitamin D absorption, and fewer morning discomforts. To put it briefly, they slept better, kept more muscle, and eat half a can of tuna in olive oil for 30 to 60 minutes to speed up recovery. If you prefer a more substantial snack before bed, this can work for you. Would you like to try it with some whole grain crackers or cucumber slices? A squeeze of lemon juice or a dusting of sea salt will provide a significant amount of flavor difference, but be careful to stay away from thick sauces and mayo. Disrupt sleep and are more challenging to digest, so it is well recognized that one of the best natural sources of leucine among all foods is tuna. Furthermore, remember that sarcopenia, the exact term for age-related muscle loss, can be avoided by eating enough leucine at night. Therefore, this is a tactic instead of simply a snack if you're committed to keeping your strength, mobility, and fourth, to preserve muscular mass. Mix turmeric into warm milk. Made much easier by incorporating a warm cup of milk into your nighttime ritual. Warm milk with turmeric is one way to ensure that the right nutrients are supplied. This soothing beverage is one of the best combos for senior citizens. Has several uses, starting with quin protein, which is found naturally in milk, is a protein that digests slowly and provides hours of nourishment for your muscles as you sleep, for elderly people whose bodies need steady nutrition to prevent it. It is ideal for nocturnal muscle breakdown because it contains calcium and vitamin D, which is essential for robust and healthy muscle contractions, but it's when the turmeric is added that the real magic happens. One of the strongest anti-inflammatory compounds found in nature is this golden spice is low-grade and one of the biggest threats to muscular tissue as we age. Inflammation that results in pain, stiffness, and a slower healing process. Curcumin promotes joint health and muscle regeneration by lowering inflammation in people over 60 who drank a beverage high in protein that contained 32% greater muscle protein synthesis and less joint pain were noted with turmeric. In 2022, a study published in Nutritional Neuroscience found that improved sleep quality. Almond or oats are a triple win, so don't worry if you're lactose intolerant. Plant-based substitutes for milk are available. Just make sure they have additional calcium-containing protein, ideally from soy or pea protein. Strengthened when combined with turmeric, these alternatives still provide gradual. Even though restorative acids have less casein, there is more to this. Milk reduces inflammation, while turmeric reduces inflammation. Provides muscles with long-lasting energy, only warm up some milk to make it possible. Dairy or plant-based supplements to help your bodies. Add a pinch of black pepper and toss in 1/4 teaspoon of curcumin to aid with absorption. Teaspoon of turmeric, and if you prefer it sweeter, you can easily add a tiny drop of honey. For best results, keep it mild and drink between 30 and 45 just before going to bed. This comforting hot beverage isn't restricted to bedtime. It's a method that has been shown by science to maintain. Do you drink anything before bed to help you recover muscle? Let me know what has helped you relax in the comments section below. Please note that despite its creamy appearance, almond butter comes in third. One of the most underestimated tools for protecting muscles overnight is butter. Almond butter offers the specific nutrients that your body requires to develop and repair itself as you sleep because it contains a lot of plant-based protein, good fats, vitamin E, and magnesium. Let's break it down. Almond butter's nutritious fats slow down digestion and offer a solid amount of energy during the night, which is important because your muscles will be supplied for hours on end instead of minutes, during which your body fasts while you're asleep. In addition, the almond butter's magnesium helps induce deep, restful sleep by reducing anxiety. Magnesium also reduces cramps by calming your muscles and system. Night and prevents recurrent awakenings brought on by stress or low blood sugar, two prevalent issues. Despite this, a 2020 study on nutrition found that older people who added almond fat to their evening routine saw an increase of 17%. One important measure of muscle preservation is nitrogen retention. Moreover, their levels of the stress hormone cortisol were significantly lower. Thought to accelerate muscle deterioration as you sleep, vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that aids in muscle growth and tissue repair. Instead, the best time to eat almonds is when they are abundant in almond butter. Just in case you didn't know, butter is about 30 minutes before bed. You just need a tablespoon. If you want a bit more volume, you may spread it on. You can eat it with whole grain bread, sliced apples, or crackers made from seeds. Be careful to use authentic almond butter straight from the spoon, which separates and needs to be stirred. Avoid products that include unnecessary additives, additional sugar, or hydrogenated oils. These turn a wholesome meal into a sugar-raising junk food. Levels also for individuals who don't feel like having a substantial meal at night. An excellent choice is almond butter. A spoonful of it can give muscle-supporting food with minimal work, no cooking, and know if your hunger wanes later in the evening. Cleaning comes next, followed by tart cherry juice. The primary causes are tart cherry juice's melatonin and antioxidant content. For its many health benefits, this drink before bed contains plant compounds like anthocyanins. Encourages muscle repair at night, reduces muscle soreness, and speeds up sleep. Another aspect of your body is that sour cherry juice naturally boosts the production of melatonin. Utilizes that hormone to enter a deep, restorative sleep cycle, which is when most muscle rebuilding takes place. Moreover, it acts as a protective barrier against inflammation, which is one of the primary reasons why people age and lose muscle. Reducing oxidative stress. According to a 2019 study that monitored drinkers over 50, the International Society of Sports journal published sour cherry juice every night. The results of nutrition included a 33% increase in blood levels of antioxidants and melatonin, a 15% increase in sleep quality, and a decrease in morning discomfort. Remember that getting more sleep promotes improved recovery and increases your likelihood of. One of the best ways to keep your independence is to keep moving if you wake up feeling less sore and strength after 60. Here's how to do things correctly. Around 30, eat 4 to 6 ounces of 100% tart cherry 45 minutes before bed. Juice. Be sure the label reads tart and unsweetened instead of sweet cherry. Additionally, you may enhance its flavor by diluting it with water or lemon juice. Tart cherry is a small step that yields a large reward if the flavor is too intense. The next soothing bedtime is juice, but don't worry if you don't enjoy it. A warm, creamy beverage that is excellent for your joints and muscles. For those of you who have stayed to the end, I promised you this: sleep. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition claims that the meal at the top of the list even outperformed even when there is no activity. A number of prescription drugs are about safeguarding, mending, and fortifying muscle after 60. If you have never had a protein shake, the first item is a whey protein drink. Before to bed. Although whey protein is among the greatest providers, according to a clinical study that suggests keeping muscle mass after the age of 60, a whey protein smoothie was reported in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Was more effective than certain prescription drugs at maintaining and restoring muscle mass when taken at night. This is why it's so important for older people. Leucine is an essential stimulant for whey, contains 9 essential amino acids, including 1 for muscle growth. As we age, our bodies need more leucine to induce the same effects. Natural response to the development of muscle, and that's exactly what. However, the way your body absorbs concentrated whey, this is particularly helpful at night because whey protein helps you sleep. Is rapidly absorbed, which is essential for your muscles to receive amino acids. Because, as we already discussed, your body enters a fasting state when you sleep. Condition, and when there is insufficient fuel, it often burns muscle for energy. Whey protein helps to stop the here's how to properly carry out this process, which is called catabolism. A scoop of roughly 25 to 30 grams of water or unsweetened almond milk should be combined with quality whey isolate. And avoided sugar-sweetened beverages 30 to 45 minutes prior to bedtime. Add a drop of flavoring powders. These can work against you by increasing insulin levels. If you prefer a little sweetness, add a pinch of cinnamon or vanilla essence. Choose a hydrated whey instead of worrying if you have a lactose intolerance. Both protein and a lactose-free isolate are easier to digest while still offering the complete advantages. Whey has more applications than only supplements. Are an effective way for older folks to preserve their muscular mass. If you've been struggling with weakness, this could be the missing component, especially when used prudently at night. Fatigue or unexplained muscle loss, but currently keeping your lucidity, and make sure to watch this since being sharp is just as important as having strong muscles. In the following video, it offers all the